Maybe the cleanest nationwide car I've ever seen. Here's Trevor Bayne's 2011 Ford Drive One Ford Mustang. Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here with a really cool Trevor Bayne diecast. Now in 2011, this cat was on top of the world. He won the Daytona 500 like a couple days after his birthday, but he was also a Roush Fenway cat over in the then Nationwide series. He won a race at Texas in an extremely close paint scheme to this, and you could practically call it the paint scheme. The only difference that I noticed is the horse on the side is white with a blue stripe on the outside, you know, kind of like a trim line. But on the actual Texas win, it was a blue horse. So probably what it was is that this was the initial design, and they changed it over before they went to Texas. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get this awesome nationwide Ford Mustang from nearly 10 years ago out of the box. Alrighty folks, right out of that box. And I tell you what though, this paint scheme immediately reminds me of one thing. You remember there was like vintage fire suits from like the 60s and 70s, you know, like the pearly whites, you know, fire suits that, you know, even open wheel drivers, stock car drivers had, that were so clean and retro, like the Wood Brothers uniforms. I tell you what, this car reminds me of it so much. I mean, it's so simple, it's so sleek, it's freaking beautiful. I mean, this is a 2011 Mustang, and I remember this car being on track. In fact, I think I remember them talking about him winning this Texas race during another race broadcast back in 2011, because that was like the first year I truly started watching NASCAR. Like, I remember watching parts of the 2004 500, I think, but like that was the first year I really started watching it. And I tell you what, this is a fabulous diecast, and I kind of was like shocked I actually made this car, because this is like one of those like one-off kind of paint schemes, it feels like, you know? It feels like something they wouldn't always make. But I tell you what, back then in the early 2010s, Roush Fenway, they were the bee's knees. I mean, I tell you, they were the cats on the corner. They were the best, and I mean, they had some really good teams back then, but unfortunately, they don't even have the Xfinity or Nationwide program on it, unfortunately, anymore. So you got Ford right here. You got Drive One. You got the Ford Mustang logo right there above the little Ford badge. You go over here to the front. The decals are a little bit, I mean, I don't remember them being that little, but I do miss those Mustang headlights. I miss that, like when the Mustang headlights kind of were hidden underneath like a small little opening, and then they had like the two little fog lamps in the middle. I miss those, bro. I miss those Mustangs from like the mid-2000s. You remember like the Need for Speed games, like the 2005 Mustang? For whatever reason, that was like the only Mustang they can get licensing for like half of the street racing games out there. I freaking love that car. So you got Mustang right there, a little bit wonky jaw on the end, but you know what? It is what it is. You got the number 16 there. That's your little turn blinkers, and this was the first year of Lionel Racing being Lionel Racing. That's like 2011. I mean, they technically got it like in late 2010, I believe, but obviously they didn't, you know, kick it into production, of course, until 2011. But I tell you, this diecast, like the clear coat on it feels amazing. The quality on this car is freaking amazing. I got Trevor Bayne right there. Very simple, very sleek. I'm not sure what that logo is there, but, you know, only one right there. Gets NASCAR race car, NASCAR Nationwide Series, and I could just see this car like NASCAR on ESPN type of thing. So you got Mechanics World Autometer MSD, you got a Jessel Moroso, you got, what is that? Is that Penske? Wow, okay, so that's funny. So for the cats out there who don't know, Penske in 2011 was a Dodge company. Now, I know they got, like, Penske rental trucks and whatever, but it's kind of funny how they got, like, what is that, Penske Racing Shocks. I don't really know if they still make those anymore. Who knows? ARP, Holly 3M, whatever that is, a bootleg-looking baseball. You got Goodyear right there. Got the old Biffle fonts. I miss that font very much. You got the number 16 there. You got Valvoline. Mac Tools Duplicolor Champion. You got Pony Express just tootin' on the side. Notice the door handle right here. This was like when they unveiled the Mustang. This is the start of these like the door handle designs they started doing on the Xfinity cars. I remember when they unveiled the Camaro, like the actual Camaro joint for the Xfinity cars, super popular. I tell you, that was like the Supra of the early 2010s and late 2000s era. when they unveiled this whole Mustang. Oh, we're gonna bring the Mustang to the nationwide series. They're like, what? A Mustang in NASCAR? You know, what the heck happened here? Oh God, the American Ethanol Ring, it took a hike. So you got Ford Racing right there. Shout out to the old Ford Racing games of the PlayStation 2, bro. I still have my Ford Racing 2 game. Like, I love that game, bro. I could never beat it because I tried to play it when I was, like, so little that I couldn't even understand, like, the concept of the game. But, you know, still a classic PlayStation 2 title. And this is another thing that I miss so much on the Mustangs, like the actual production car, is this little spot right here. Like the unofficial gas cap. That's what I miss right there in the middle between the taillights. Unfortunately, they changed it up, which I get it. You know, the Corvettes or whatever they are now, they're like a bootleg Ferrari. But I don't know. The little fog lamps right here and that little spot right there, those are the Mustang trademarks to me. They don't got those. So you got Ford Drive 1, and you got Ford Racing at the number 16 there. Roush Fenway Racing, back when they could actually be competitive. I'm sorry about that. You got Ford right there. You got 4 exhaust ports, though. You got one here, and you got one here. You got 2 over here, and they actually have the detailed exhaust little outlets right there, which is all fine and dandy. Over here to the right side, though, the contingencies and the Goodyear logo, they took a hike, too. I mean, the whole side decal is all screwed up. I mean, the Goodyear logo looks like a bumper sticker. I mean, this thing's just thrown on there. Wow. But the pony over here is just chilling. It's just chilling. But, I mean, the whole door and everything's all wonky, Joe. I mean, the jack arrow. I think, what is this? Are you just pointing to, like, a bug crawling on the car or something? I mean, this side ain't bad at all, but this side, good God. They really got their, someone pooped in their cornflakes there. Holy moly. So you got, again, you know, Trevor Bayne, all that good jazz. I tell you what, though. I love this car. Like, I truly do. Like, if I was doing a NASCAR Xfinity stop motion or anything, and if I wanted a paint scheme for the 16 car, I would choose this car. Even if I put Ryan Reed as the driver of the 16, I would still use this paint scheme because I just love it. Like, it's such a clean car. Like, you know, this is like what Denny Hamlin wishes his car looked like. I'm just saying. Like, this is a paint scheme. It's so clean. I freaking love it. So you got the 16 here. I will say, though, the black and the blue is a little bit hard to see from at least my eye. Like, that's a little bit harder to see right there. So I wish they would have made the background on it a little bit lighter, maybe a charcoal, or make the blue just a hair brighter, because I will say that it is a little bit harder to see the outlines there. But then again, you know, this could be, oh, they sent the wrong color combination, and then when they actually started, you know, when they put the actual race car together, you know, and put it on the track, they may have adjusted that. But to the naked eye, that's kind of hard to see. I mean, check this out. I mean, yeah, it looks like a 16, but it's hard to tell there's an outline. You see what I'm saying? So anyways, over here to the deck lid, you got Ford Racing again, and who remembers the what do they call these, the dog ears? I don't know if I ever liked these or not, but the dog ears. And from what I remember, they could run one dog ear. They could run both dog ears, or they could run it like that. I don't know, but I thought it was just kind of goofy. I mean, you know, you got Phoenix, you know, Raceway, where they talk about the back straightaway being a dog leg. And then they're talking about dog ears on the race cars. I mean, like what is this, a bootleg Airbud? I mean, who knows? But anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate that. Of course, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the new NASCAR Diecast reviews. I plan on reviewing literally every 2020 release for 2020. So, if you like seeing a bunch of the new releases, even some classic diecasts like this, stay tuned to the channel for that. I have a whole playlist down below with every diecast I reviewed and every custom I reviewed as well. With all that being said, folks, have a great day out there. Diecastbuffet signing off.